Alright, so the name of this activity is 3 letters. So let's look at the first equation that we were given. So it says the equation A plus B equals C could be true or false. Okay, so we're going to see what that means in a second. So now, one of the most important things that you always do with variables is you substitute. That should sound familiar to you guys, so substitute. And to substitute means to replace a variable with a number or value. Okay, so if we look at letter A, we were given 3 different values for our variables. So it's telling us the value of A is 3, the value of B is 4, and the value of C is 5. So we use the word value to talk about the number that is assigned to a given variable. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to, instead of writing A plus B equals C, we're going to substitute those values in. So the variables will be gone and the numbers will be there instead. So instead of A, we're going to have 3. Instead of B, we're going to be putting 4 there. And instead of C, we are going to be having 5 there. Okay, so great. But, so the question was, is this equation true or false? So, it says 3 plus 4 equals 5. Alright, well, 3 plus 4 isn't 5. 3 plus 4 is 7, since 7 does not equal 5. So that means this equation is false. Okay, so anytime you see the word true equation, that means that you will have the same number or value on both sides of your equal sign. If they are not the same, then that is a false equation, a false statement. We know 7 does not equal 5. So, now B and C, they allow you to be creative. So at this time, why don't you pause this video and answer B and C independently? You're going to write down, you're going to be coming up with values for A, B, and C. You can pick your own numbers. And for B, you want to pick numbers that will get you a true equation. And for C, you want to pick values that will get you a false equation. So pause the video now and come up with those values. All right. So just to go over, I'm sure people came up with a countless amount of different values. So I'll just go over some examples that I'm going to come up with on the spot, and just to kind of further bring the point home. So find new values of A, B, and C that make the equation true. Okay, I'll pick 6 for A, and 4 for B, and 10 for C. And now, instead of A plus B equals C, I'm going to substitute my values in. 6 plus 4 equals 10. And 6 plus 4 is 10, so that would be a true statement. Okay? And so to make one that's false, I'll do 4 plus 2 is 9. Okay? So, once again, I always think it's good to rewrite your equation with the variables just to really show that substitution step. So, A is getting substituted with 4, B with 2, and C with 9. And 4 plus 2 is actually 6, which is not 9, so this would be false. Alright, so now we can move on to number 2. So, same thing as before, but here we're working with multiplication. So for this one, it's telling me they've given us, once again, values for our variables. They're saying x is 3, y is 4, and z is 12. Okay, so x times y equals z. That's what that should have been. I jumped ahead and was substituting in for my variable already. So I'm going to replace x with 3, y with 4, and z with 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 4 is 12, so this was actually a true statement. And now, just like the last problem, pause the video, find values for x, y, and z that will make it true, and then do the same thing that will make it false. Alright. So, another one that would make it true, I'm going to do 6 and 3 and 18. And 6 times 3 is 18. So these values for my variable make it true. And now here I'm going to say 2 times 5 equals 15. And 2 times 5 is actually 10. So that doesn't equal. So this one is false. So once again, this activity is just reminding us that, once again, variables are unknown numbers, and then we are often given values, numbers, that the variable can equal, and we substitute those in, meaning we replace the letter with that number. And if it gives us a true equation, that means that it actually works, right? So 3 plus 4 equals 5 doesn't work, doesn't make sense, because 3 plus 4 is actually 7. 7 and 5 are not the same thing, so that's false. But anytime you plug in the values and it does work, we would call that a true equation.